Hi survivors, it's me, Purpose Ann, reporting to you. Hope you guys are doing well, because right now we're going through a living hell. Now this just happened within the last 15 hours. 5 people dead after a plane crashed near Little Rock near 3M plant. A plane crashed and killed 5 people near the 3M plant in Little Rock this afternoon, according to officials. Little Rock, Arkansas. On Wednesday afternoon, police confirmed reports of a plane crash near the Bill and Hillary Clinton National Airport in Little Rock. Around 12:02 p.m., officials were alerted to a twin-engine plane that crashed by the 3M plant on Walters Road. Officials said that all 5 people on the plane had passed during the crash. Our hearts and prayers go out to their families during this time. The plane, a twin-engine Beech BE-20, was departed from Clinton Airport when the crash occurred, according to the FAA. All of the people on the plane, including the pilot, were employees of CTEH, which is a consultant firm that provides response services, including environmental data collection and management, GIS safety, incident management, industrial hygiene, toxicology, and human health consulting for the public and private sectors. We are incredibly saddened to report the loss of our Little Rock colleague, said Dr. Paul Noni, Senior Vice President of CTEH. We ask everyone to keep the families of those lost and the entire CTEH team in their thoughts and prayers. The plane was headed towards John Glenn Columbus International Airport in Ohio. A spokesperson to CTEH said this group was responding to an incident at a metal plant in Bedford, Ohio. My God, y'all, this stuff is crazy. You can't make this up. Them people were going over there in regards to them being environmental data collection specialists and management specialists to, analyze the safety, their incident management, industrial hygiene, toxicology, and human health. They were going over there to look into all that, and their plane just crashed. Come on, man. The CTEH was previously working in East Palestine after the train derailment, according to the EPA. There's currently no information on what caused the crash. We know what caused it. Shit, they didn't want them to make it out there. Allegedly. During the time of the crash, wind gusts were reportedly as high as 40 miles per hour. At the airport, the Little Rock Fire Department has been working to put out spot fires caused by the crash, and police were reported to be at the scene working to get more information. Of course they were. The FFA and NTSB will investigate the crash and determine what caused it. Oh boy, we're in a lot of trouble. A statement was released by Shane Carter, the Director of Public Affairs and Government Relations for the Bill and Hillary Clinton National Airport, which said the following. Clinton National Airport expresses our condolences to the families of those who died in today's plane crash south of the airport. The Pulaski County Sheriff's Office is the lead agency coordinating with the National Transportation Safety Board and will be providing updates. We'll never know what really happened to these folks. Let's see this video.
Well, THB 11 is following breaking news tonight as we continue to learn more about a deadly plane crash in Little Rock. The Federal Aviation Administration tells us 5 people were killed in that crash just moments after the plane took off. I'm Faith Woodard, and we have live team coverage this evening. Our Rolly Hoyt is at the scene of the crash. He's been working all afternoon to learn more about the tragic incident and the people on board and what could have caused the crash. And Rolly, we've just learned that all 5 of those victims were employees at CTEH.
Yes, correct, Faith. This is a environmental consulting firm based in North Little Rock. They were flying on a private executive jet, making their way towards an industrial accident in central Ohio, right at the same time as a line of high winds moved across central Arkansas. We got that confirmation earlier today from CTEH. As we said, they specialize in consulting whenever there's a big mess someplace, environmentally or industrially. These engineers come in and try and solve the problem. But first they had to get out of Little Rock a little bit today during that line of storms. What we know is around 12 o'clock, the plane was cleared for takeoff. They made their way down the runway toward College Station, the southeast section of the highway ramp. A couple of minutes later, they were out of the sky. Local officials on hand found a smoky wreckage area near the 3M plant and announced a short time later that there were no survivors. Let's bring in Frederick Price, who was one of the first people who got to the scene earlier this afternoon and got some of the data on when the plane took off and what the weather was like at that time.
Yeah, Rolly. First, really just a devastating scene and day for those people who were involved in this. I can't tell you that. It happened around noon, as you said. Those 5 people that were on board, they did not survive. I do know that the Pulaski County Sheriff's Department told me that it was kind of a rescue mission. That plane kind of crashed in a wooded and rocky area, and they really had to comb through and find those people, but they were able to recover all of those bodies. It happened around noon, as you mentioned. It was taking off from the Bill and Hillary Clinton National Airport, and as it departed, that's when they ran into those unfavorable weather conditions, gusty winds, heavy rainfall, and it happened about a mile or so from the airport in the 3M plant, which is to the right of us. We have a recap of what police...
I'm sorry, y'all. I know I've been kind of cursing, but this is frustrating. It's all BS. These people are targeting us. People who are trying to help and who are investigating what's going on, they're being targeted as well. This is just terrible. This goes to show y'all, this administration don't give a doggone about us. They act as if they down with it, allegedly. Nobody's standing up and saying nothing about this. Only one was the previous president. You got people who represent these political parties that represent these certain areas. They're not even going to these areas. But people going down there voting for these folks. And when you really need them, they're not around. And then they end up becoming having way more wealthier than they were before they got in office. So what they tell y'all, we're not the ones giving them money. Who giving them all this money? Those are the people they protecting. That's what they're in office to do, is to protect these major corporations, these banks and these businesses, and these people who run the world. Not us. I don't know how people can be so silly. Them people don't never help you. They'll never help us, never in history. Yet folks go keep running down there voting for these folks. America's on fire. Babylon is falling. Try to stay out the way as much as you can, which is very difficult to do because they have attacked the air, the water, the food, air, water, food, the soil, the weather, allegedly. This is terrible. Please follow me on Patreon. I've uploaded a lot of new videos in regards to the insanity that we're dealing with now that I cannot say on here. And if you guys are looking for your survival needs, you can go to purposeand.com. I like to encourage people, if you can, get a gas mask, a radiation suit, keep you some apple juice in case of a nuclear event, some eye-set tablets. Mama Bear Prepper made a very good video yesterday of preps to get, for nuclear attacks. I have some videos in regards to that as well on here, but that video was really good that she did. Not to say that mine wasn't, but I'm just saying I'm here to try to help the community. It's not the thing. I'm just trying to just promote my stuff. Whoever can help the community and help the people, I suggest you guys, go that route as well. And if you're looking for land and bug out areas, I have some for selling for lease on purposeand.com. And as always, watch this world, watch the weather, smell your water, boil and purify your water before you use it. We in major trouble, y'all. Keep surviving. purposeand.com.